There was an abundance of good cheer surrounding the A-League over the festive season, with plenty of action on and off the pitch. Brisbane Roar fans enjoyed their Christmas holidays more than most, despite an unwanted present from the Newcastle Jets, a 2-0 loss in round 11. The league leaders hit back on Boxing Day with a 5-2 thumping of Sydney FC. Dimitri Petratos bagging a hat-trick against his old club.
Wonderful! A beautiful goal. Dimi Petratos has a brace.
Christmas cheer was in short supply at Perth Glory, where a player revolt led to Alistair Edwards becoming the first coaching casualty of the silly season. John Aloisi was the next to go, following a winless season in charge of cellar dwellers Melbourne Heart. Adelaide United, however, eased the pressure on their under-fire boss Josip Gombau. A 4-0 thrashing of champion Central Coast was the perfect gift for the Spaniard. The Christmas spirit was alive and well in Western Sydney, following a 2-0 win over the Mariners. But the reigning premiers could only manage a draw with Melbourne Victory, after Brendan Santalab lived up to his name with a present for the travelling fans. Guy Finkler sent them packing with the last kick of the match.
Guy Finkler! He is a star, this boy!
There were more surprises in store for the Wanderers on New Year's Day, a 3-1 defeat by the lowly Wellington Phoenix. A Wanderers win would have closed the gap on Brisbane Roar to just a point. Now it's the Roar who can kick on, beginning with a visit to third-placed Melbourne Victory. Brisbane haven't won in Melbourne since September 2008, so there's no prizes for guessing just what the Roar's New Year's resolution will be. Brisbane Roar remain top of the tree with a 4-point lead and a game in hand over second-placed Western Sydney Wanderers. Melbourne are 4 points behind the Wanderers in third, level on points, yet ahead on goal difference with the Central Coast Mariners. Newcastle Jets round out the top 5. We head to Amy Park in Melbourne for the clash between third and first. Melbourne must win to close the gap on the Wanderers, while a win for Brisbane will tighten their grip on the league leadership. Commentary comes from Simon Hill and Robbie Slater.
Finkler. Now he finds the gap. Costa Barbarouses, good save by Theo. Great chance though for Melbourne Victory. Let's open the field up somewhat for Brisbane Roar here. Thomas Broich just kills it in, and Enrique was unmarked. Just didn't have either the power or the direction to get past Nathan Coe. Still Melbourne come. Troisi rides the challenge of North. Still James Troisi. Has he gone too wide? Well, he still managed to get the shot away. And Theo forced into the save.
Well, it was pretty good defending in the end. He was just looking for that half a yard to pull the trigger. In the end, the angle was too difficult. And Broxham just not letting any space between the lines.
Well, now Ferreira's away from Guerrier. He'll find the right delivery. Petratos lets it run. Broich tees it up. Miller drives it. Goal, Brisbane! Beautifully worked. Liam Miller, just his third goal in the Hyundai A-League, and the league leaders lead in Melbourne.
Well, it's a great finish in the end from Liam Miller. Nathan Coe has no chance. Classic counter-attack. There's the finish. Inside of the foot with enough power.
Did create a few chances, notably through Costa Barbarouses. There is Barbarouses. Long-range effort, no problem for Theo. Mackay, that was a challenge he had to make, and he won it superbly. And now Enrique through the middle, he's well onside as well. Enrique with a chance for 2-0, and it's a good save by Coe. Petratos will keep it alive, far side of the box, and a heavy touch allowed Ansell to recover. Brisbane get a corner. It could and probably should have been more. Miller, now Mackay. Played along the ground, they don't have a great deal of height. Oh, and they've found a way through. That's brilliant. That is absolutely spectacular. Matt Mackay, Enrique with the assist, and Brisbane have a 2-goal cushion.
Is it with the outside of his boot? the deep run. We talked about his running from deep. Little layoff from Enrique. And Miller with a super ball, and outside of the foot, lifts it over Coe. That's one of the goals of the season.
Finkler with the outswinger, and it's headed down and over the crossbar by Nick Ansell. And he got good contact on it.
Well, that's what you want to do from that sort of ball. You want to head it downwards. He's really headed it too perfectly. But they're out on their feet.
Well, they're chasing shadows. Here's Petratos, and Petratos! Brilliant! It's 3! Dimitri Petratos, and Melbourne Victory have been utterly dismantled.
Look at the space in between the lines. Broish again involved. Terrific feet from Petratos, and that's a really good finish with his left foot.
They've given it away again in their own defensive third. Here's Ferreira with the left foot. It was on target. It's palm clear by Coe.
That's a good save as well, Ferreira.
Petratos. And Chris Griffiths-Jones finally puts Melbourne Victory out of their misery. But what a performance, particularly in the second half. Full-time scoreline at Amy Park. Melbourne Victory 0, Brisbane Roar 3.
A sublime performance from the Roar sees them open up a 7-point lead at the top of the A-League ladder after 13 rounds. The Wanderers have some catching up to do. They remain in second place. The Mariners could only manage a 0-0 draw with Melbourne Heart, but it was enough to lift them into third ahead of Melbourne Victory. Sydney FC round out the top 5.